stars to guide me. I wish. And throw caution to every warning sign.
I'm talking. I am talking. Ha! Who knew my voice would be this low?
You are their handsomest, most beloved king.
You're right. I am a handsome king.
And this is the thanks I get.
So I make this wish.
So the 3 out of 3, the last of the preparation to Disney's Wish of today. Besides Phineas and Ferb, of course, it's now the extra preparation Disney Wish of today. But the final one, the 3 out of 3, after Maleficent and half of the last half of Famous Jet Jackson, it is the Lizzie Mcguire movie. And if you see my previous 2 Lizzie Mcguire videos, you know that I really like this show. It's one of my favorite Disney shows of all time. It's very funny. And it has some good acting, great characters, and good opening intro. And yeah, the show is really good. And one thing about the movie, not as much as the show, but I don't hate it either. Like, for the first half of it, I thought the film was but the more I keep going, I really start to like it even more. So in this movie, Lizzie, as well as Gordo and Ethan and Kate, no Miranda in this movie, which is really weird to say the least, because she is Lizzie's best friend, but it's kind of explaining the beginning of the graduation, but it feels weird that she's missing. But Lizzie, Gordo, Kate, and Ethan, after graduation, traveled to Italy for a trip for 2 weeks, I believe. And they look around the place until Lizzie sees Paolo, and Paolo gets into her mainly because of her resemblance to Isabella, a famous Italy singer who is, interesting enough, also played by Hilary Duff. So it's interesting to know that Paolo confuses Lizzie for Isabella, since they're played by the same actress, Hilary Duff. And they both get along quite well until the end, where till Gordo and Elizabeth tells Lizzie about Paolo's true motivation to prove that Isabel's not that talented by making Lizzie lip sync one of her songs. And I thought the film was decent. It's not as fun or charming about as much as the show, but it's in a right version of the show. It's also the finale too, because after that was it for Lizzie's, and revival was supposed to be it, but canceled. But so there are not a lot of. I don't think the film is bad, just not great as the show. But there are some very funny moments in the film, mainly the cartoon Lizzie, of course, who always gets a lot of funny, mainly in the show. And the movie she's also still funny, mainly the cartoon stuff that happens to her, mainly after being hit with a race car on the man's foot, then gets accidentally hit with her own shoe, and also where during the half of the opening credits, where he lists the credit people behind the film in creative ways, and of course he turns into Tinkerbell at the end with a lot of boom booms like you see in the modern Disney logos openings before the movie starts, which is clever. And I really like the opening of the Walt Disney and the the few of the title cards, like how most like policely action packed, since because of that, Matt is using the remote controller for the police car to go to Lizzie's room as kind of a prank and records her singing and tries to show it with one of the Italy people but throws it in the water. And Matt got mad. Also, I thought the one dog in the film was very funny, like barking at Lizzie for thinking that the dog's owner thinking that Lizzie looks like a high school student. And then also the dog later kinda holds a part of Lizzie's costumes for the concert, which is very hilarious, like especially the way she was moving fast paced. So almost reminds me of the pacing of like the show. And also one person in while Lizzie's parents and brother try to go to the concert, like one lady goes up like crazy and attacks the security guards, and it's pretty hilarious. And I thought the moments with Paulo and Lizzie actually are not too bad. Like, there is not too bad. It's kind of like how it is with Hans and Anna, the Love and Open Door, where it started out quite well until something bad happens. And that's what happened, where spoilers, if you haven't seen it, Isabel comes to the concert to prove how a fraud Apollo is, till he gets banned and leaves, till Lizzie and Isabella decide to sing Dreams Are Made Of, until Lizzie sings it on their own and till he sings it all the way through and becomes very popular. And then Lizzie goes with Gordo, because interesting enough, if you don't know, in this movie, Gordo finally has feelings for Lizzie which is not surprising, not surprising. It's interesting to know because the last two episodes, after Lizzie kisses Gordo in the cheek during the picture day, nothing happens with both of them until decides being friends. But this one, they go get Gordo have feelings for Lizzie, which is really interesting to see. Especially since in later, so the drama, Ron Stoppable gets the same thing with Kim Possible after Kim Possible goes with Josh until betrayal happens. So, and actually done the cinematography and visuals look kind of off to me. In the Italy part, it looks pretty good, but in the city that Lizzie lives, the colors look off, and not as much. Doesn't look like the original show. It looks kind of a little more darker, and like I know it's supposed to be like a movie, and it's kind of in a higher budget in terms of I can see it, but it feels like a weird color scheme with the house of Lizzie's in this movie. But that's just kind of nitpicky. So yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for the Lizzie McGuire movie preparation to Disney's Wish. So not as good as the original show, but still an enjoyable movie. So that is it for his preparation for Disney's Wish on November 18th. So peace out, bye.